It says solve 8 minus 2x is greater than or equal to 14 by first subtracting 8 from both sides. Then complete solving the inequality. Okay, so first they want us to subtract this 8. How do we get rid of positive 8? Well, we subtract 8. So I'm going to go ahead and go minus 8 on both sides. So 8 minus 8, that's going to cancel itself out, and I'm left with negative 2x is greater than or equal to 14 minus 8 is 6. Okay, now we need to completely solve the inequality. And what I have next to the x is multiply by negative 2. Well, how do I get rid of multiply by negative 2? I need to divide by negative 2. And you got to keep that equation balanced. Okay, so negative 2 divided by negative 2, that's a positive 1. 1 times x is x. Now, remember, anytime you multiply or divide by a negative, which I did here, I divided by a negative, the sign has to flip. So I'm going to, instead of this being greater than or equal to, it's going to be less than or equal to. And 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. Okay, so that's the most important part on this lesson so far is when you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to flip this sign. Okay, it's no longer going this, the symbol's no longer going this way, it flipped, it changed. Let's take a look at number 7. This time, solve the inequality 8 minus negative 2x is greater than or equal to 14 by first adding 2x to both sides. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So we've got we have to get rid of this minus 2x, so we're going to put plus 2x on both sides. And so I bring down this 8, negative 2x and positive 2x, that cancels. The sign is going to stay the same. And I've got 14 plus 2x. It's best to stay organized if you write the term that has the variable. So that would be the 2x. So I'm going to put 2x and then the positive 14 here. Okay, so instead of having 14 plus 2x, that's the same thing as 2x plus 14. It's just a little bit better, of a way to stay organized. Okay, so I'm going to continue. So I have the 2x over here. Now I need to get rid of this plus 14. How do I get rid of plus 14? With a negative 14 or subtract 14, however you want to say that. We got to keep our equation balanced, so we got to do the same thing to the other side. 8 minus 14 is negative 6. Okay, the sign stays the same, and I have 2x. Okay, I still need to get the x by itself, and I have multiply by 2. How do we get rid of multiply by 2? We divide by 2. Okay, negative 6 divided by 2, that is negative 3. Is greater than or equal to 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times x is x. Okay, now take a look at the difference between this and then this. Okay, over here, x is less than or equal to negative 3. here on this side, if you read it backwards, x is still less than or equal to -3. Okay, because this part right here is the lesser part. Okay, you would read this equation as -3 is greater than or equal to x. Okay, this is the same as this. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at number 7. What do you notice about the process you use to answer questions 5 and 6? Okay, you should have noticed that we did get the same answer. We talked about that this is the same as this. But what did you notice about the process? So on number 5, because we divided by a negative, we had to flip the sign. On this one here, we did it differently. We added the 2x, so we didn't have to multiply or divide, and we did not have to flip the sign, yet we still ended up with the same result. Okay, so that's what you'll type in for number 7. Okay, so both resulted the same answer. Okay, on problem number 5, we had to change or flip the sign. Okay, but we still ended up with the same result. Let's go ahead and look at number 8. It says use inverse operations and algebraic properties to solve the following inequalities. Use substitution to check your solutions. Okay, so let's go ahead and work these problems out. I've got 8a minus 5 is less than or equal to 1. You guys should be thinking in your head ahead of me what I need to do first. Okay, and hopefully you guys said, well, we need to get rid of that -5, so we need to add 5 to both sides. And we end up with 8a. This is going to cancel, less than or equal to 6.